everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am here with week 2 of my fabric closet organization. It is January 17, 2023. It's actually Tuesday. I did start yesterday. On Monday, I want to work on the closet a tiny little bit. Monday through Friday, I'm still doing my other things that I normally do, so, you know, just got to make room for everything. I went out yesterday to Goodwill and I immediately ran to storage stuff. They had a 40% off everything in the store. And I found what I believe is a shoe rack, a pretty tall one with poles that are adjustable in all different ways. And you could even remove a pole if you want a bigger space. And this one was set up with all the back pole higher than the pole in front of it. So that's what makes me believe it was a shoe rack, so that the shoes hang down a little bit and you can see the tops of the shoes. I initially thought I could hang flat folds of fabric on those poles. But now I think I might try taking a cardboard insert for the fabric bolts and cutting those and somehow attaching those, even if it would be like with hot glue or something, because that's not going to ruin the poles. And if I ever want to take the cardboard off, I can just throw that away. And then I could stack things, especially like when I buy packs of fat quarters and stuff. And it's not deep at all, probably like, I don't know, 7-8 inches. So that's something that could go up against a wall and not take up any floor space at all. So let me go show you. I washed it yesterday. I brought it in, I washed it, I rearranged the poles. I even called Derek to see if he could help me with that, because some of them were really stuck, but he didn't pick up, so that means he was podcasting or something. So I managed to do it all myself, and today I'm going to find a place to put that in the closet. So this is it. See? Pretty tall. I don't know if I mentioned, I got this for $5.77, including tax. I was mega happy about that. My concern is it might be tippy, so I will have to secure it to whatever wall I put it up against. The poles are metal, that's why I wasn't too concerned about hot glue, but I might be able to just cut one of these things and set it on there somehow, and I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But see, here's all the different adjustments for the poles, and I just made it so that they are even, so I can, you know, probably do that shelf step that I would like to do. If I wanted, I could do some shelves and then leave some poles for hanging fabric on. I don't know. We're just going to play with it. But now what I'd like to do today is clear out that corner. I guess this is just going to have to stay there because I think it would bother me if it was on a wall that makes my path narrow. I seem to not like a narrow path. So I need to get rid of that stuff, just move it. And then this tower is supposed to fit there, and then that would be good. And then the shoe rack that I just showed you could maybe go there, or I might move that down. Do not know yet, but let me start with that corner. We'll see if I can tackle that, and if I'm not out of breath after that, we can do another step. I moved that stuff to my storage bathroom, which is, you know, pretty full of stuff, but one step at a time. You know, we can't just get rid of and organize everything all at once. So I pick a spot, I clear it out, I'm going to fill that spot, I measured again, this should fit, and all will be good with that. But this tower, all those drawers come out. Pretty sure that would be a good idea for me to do that. And see this junk on the top. All right, let me get this done. This works for me. I like it very much. It fits perfectly. I only pulled out like 3 of the heaviest drawers, and I was able to just scoot that in there. Love it. The stuff on top, I was able to put everything in at least one of those drawers. I can't put the paper. They're too big. They're, I think, 12 by 12 sheets. I had actually gone through all the crafts when we moved this here, but I'm going to have to go through again because there's a lot of things that we're never going to use in there. What can I do next? This bag right here, that was on the floor in that spot behind the boxes and stuff. So I think I'm going to take that bag and put that on my table, and then I'm going to go through that. I think there might be some treasures there for some eBay auctions. And that will be it for me for today. I think I got a lot accomplished. I've got this set up, and tonight when I feel like it, I will go through those scraps. I absolutely love doing stuff like that. And that counts toward decluttering. I forgot all about the shoe rack. I think it will go there. I think if I move that tower over there, it might make me feel like there's not as much room to pull those drawers out. So I think that will go there. I will find a way to secure it. And I'm very anxious to see if I can make some shelves for that. Awesome. It's Wednesday now, and I'm just not feeling it today. So I have to pick something quick and easy, or at the very least, just really easy. I was thinking I could start putting some stuff on the shelves of that thing, the shelving unit, because I don't plan on moving it. So I could start taking the bolts that I have and laying them on there. I want to see how that's going to work for me. I will free up more floor space that way, because that box right there on the floor that has fabric on it, those are bolts, and then I have a couple of other boxes with some bolts that I moved the other day. Let me do that. This isn't going to work for me at all, not with bolts. I tried doing them this way because I could fit more on a shelf, but if I want, something near the bottom, I have to move things around, and then I have to take a bunch off. In a box, I can just pick out the one that I want. Even if I go like this, I can see everything, but again, I have to, take a bunch off to get the ones that I want. So I do not like that. Now I have no idea what I'm going to do with this shelving unit. Those are back in their place. I took these off, these flat folds off my bed. These are all Felicity prints, but there's 3 different lines, and I just separated them with the cardboard thingy. And, it's not something that I work on every day, but I do need to pull those and start cutting. I was just discouraged because they were just on my bed. I don't know why that discourages me. I'll be more encouraged now to do something with these, and it's not all that heavy. I could just take the whole stack, and I have my 3 lines, and I like that. Okay, on the bottom, I put boxes that are filled with fabric. I don't put fabric on a bottom shelf like that. Even though there's not like much traffic and stuff, I don't like that. So boxed fabric can go down there. I like that. And this is the rest of what's on this bed. Some empty boxes under, and some boxes with fabric right there. So let me see what I can do about this. This might work. I don't want more than that 1 box of standing up bolts. If I put them sideways, I was going to try that a little while ago, but then I didn't bother. I can get to them a little bit easier. The thing is, I shouldn't be overly concerned about storing these, because once these bolts are gone, I do not see myself buying bolts of fabric anymore because I have cut back so much. So bolts will be a thing of the past, and it's going to encourage me just to get rid of this stuff and move forward. Okay, I put the clothing that I'm supposed to cut for auctions, jeans and one man's shirt. I have some rolls of batik and some yardage of batik folded on top of that. Other fabric that is just stuff that I've had. I sold a bunch of it, and then there's some leftovers, and I just sit on them. I put some more boxes of fabric that I'm using. I still have this on the bed, but I'm done. I'm done for today. Those prints are things I currently have on sale, so I like easy access to that. Actually, what I could do, the things that I'm currently cutting, when I get rid of those boxes, I could put a cardboard thing and have some stand-up bolts right there of the things that I'm currently working on. That might be a really good idea. Just some other flat folds, and this is fabric that I'm using for a series that I'm doing with these little animal blocks, which I really need to get back to, and I might find just a box for those, and it's something that could go on the shelf. I couldn't find a good box for that, so I just put it on the shelf. I have room. I hope I always have room on these shelves, because The whole point of being organized is to use what I have. So when I want to work on those squares, I just pull all that off. I can put it on my bed, my table, whatever. Done for today. This is what's left on the bed. Tomorrow, I will try to clean off the bed, and then I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the bed. It's broken. The frame snapped, and the motor was detached. So I don't know. I might put it in the living room. I might just like turn it into a day bed. I would love tables here for a designated craft area. I did want to show that those 2 boxes that I pulled out of the closet the other day, they are empty now. Those are the bolts that went on the shelves. I just want to marvel at this one more time. I am happy with this progress and the way I'm using the shelves. I am so excited about what I just finished. It is Thursday evening, but last night, Wednesday night, I started something and I just could not believe how easily it fell into place. I took some of the cardboards that I have from, this one is from Lorelei Designs. It's white, not too thick, and a little too long. So on each end, I took my ruler and a box cutter, and with my right hand, not my left, I cut about 3/4 of an inch off each end. Wait till you see. Look, they fit perfectly in the shoe rack. The exact right depth. You have no clue how excited I am about this. Look at all those lovely shelves. And for now, it's not attached to the wall. I'm okay with that. And these don't have to be glued down or anything. It's just going to be to store stuff like this. These are packs of batiks that I get from Benartex. And I don't have much right now because I'm trying to use what I have. But these things can easily be put here. I can take that off without knocking things over. So I'm good with the way it's set up. I can also put things like this. This is all, I believe, Christmas stuff that I do want to put on eBay at some point, a few things at a time. It'll allow me to clear up stuff on here. You know, these are scrappy strips that I collect. These are salvages. Again, more scrappy things. But I like things in trays or boxes, so I will start trying to save some boxes this size. But that's okay too. But I just like things to be in boxes, and it's going to give me a lot of storage space to get things off the tops of the dressers. So this is starting to work out. I just can't believe that shoe rack. I mean, really, you don't know how happy that makes me. I'll be back on Friday to wrap things up. It is Friday, the end of the week, and I'm starting to feel a little knot in my stomach because I'm getting to the point where there's things that I just don't want to deal with, like all the stuff in here, different things. So here's what we're going to do. Let's just scan my areas and see what I have left to do. I have this stuff. This is like penny auction stuff. I have my craft books that I absolutely love but haven't looked at for maybe 25 years. And they're from the 1970s. I have shirts that I'm supposed to alter. I have mermaids there that I used to sell 100 years ago. And then I have all this stuff, which is mostly leftovers, remnants, maybe some other things. I have this, and I'm not happy with that little pile. That stuff, the fabrics that I'm using for my animal squares that I've been making that I hope to do today. I hope to work on that today. That's all good. That's all good. That's good. Skylar's craft tower. We have got to go through that. And I might be able to downsize to something else for her and keep that in the storage bathroom. And then I could have those tubs for this messy kind of stuff. That's, again, things to go on eBay or just for me to look at. It's like scrappy things. So, you know, that doesn't mean I have to stick to this the entire time. And she had painted a lot of those tubs, and then some of them peeled, and I tried to get the paint off. I could pretty that up sometime, either by just covering them with fabric, decoupage. Ooh, that sounds like a fun project that I would like to do. And then, you know, this. I love these shelves. And then I have this tower that I don't really feel like dealing with today at all. And there's stuff in there. And what I really hate about this tower is it reminds me of the other one that I had. It was a matching set. And I brought them because I really wanted them, but one was all just broken into pieces. I'm mad that I didn't keep all the pieces and maybe somehow glue them together or whatever, but it was such a hot mess, and I was so mad on moving day that it was like that I just had the movers take it. So, you know, this messy, don't care for that. I really would love all craft supplies in the storage bathroom. And this is the storage bathroom. So I have some boxes here that I can throw away. I have more of those things. That box is paintings that Skylar did. I have to bring them to her to see if they want those. I know she wants them. I'm going to let them deal with it. Still some stuff on the sink, on the counter, and that's my little box that I made once upon a time with paper tubes, and my charging things are in there. So I have all this to deal with. I know those boxes are filled with fabric, and yeah, I just don't want to deal with any of this. The bed. Empty boxes under the bed. Not much fabric on the bed. Those bolts are bolts that I'm cutting as I sell by the half yard. I just cut a bunch, and I would like those maybe out here, but no. What? Is it going to kill me if I take 4 steps into the closet and get them from there? So I think I will put them in the closet. Fat quarters in there. I can maybe condense and put them on the shelving unit. Oh my goodness. And then, yeah, the small boxes, now I'm suddenly regretting that I threw any of those away. Those fit nicely on that shoe rack shelving unit that I just created. And when I have scrappy things like these things and salvages, those could go in boxes like that and put on these shelves. But I would take the top off the box so that I can quickly see, okay, those are salvages. My salvages go in there, and then when I want to put those on eBay, I know I'm grabbing my salvages. I don't have to open any boxes to see what's in there. That's going to work out good for me. Even those medium boxes work for me on these shelves. What about the large? Let me look. Yep, the large ones fit in there too. I love the idea of stacking because it gets things off the floor. I think I'm going to have a hard time throwing away boxes for now. But again, I would like to take the tops off. It's stuff that I want to be able to see. I want to see what's in there. So when I have scraps or whatever, I know where to put them. Like maybe this could go in the big box or maybe one of the medium boxes. I just made myself mega happy. See, when I want to go through this, I just take this box over to my table. I pick out what I want, and then it goes right back here. Do love that. And then all this stuff, you know, that needs to be cleaned up. That's the bag of scraps that I am supposed to go through. Just various other things that don't belong to any particular sets of things that I'm creating. I got my crumb scraps in those 2 white boxes. Yeah, so that I don't even like. I don't like messy. I would love a little unit that would somehow attach to this table and that would have a few shelves so that I could keep a lot of those things. Again, off the table. I like up. I like things up in the air. Oh, and then this little corner. This should be easy. I know those 2 boxes are empty. Some fabric books, and I don't have very much going on in there. I can put those half yards on my shelving unit. Let me do that right now. Doesn't get much easier than that. This little pile of bullshit can go in the box with the other scrappy things. I just shoved them in this corner. That is going to tempt me at night when my brain is fried and I just want to do something fun. I'm going to be so tempted to just grab this box and go to my table, see what I want to put on eBay. Love that. I'm going to find a home on a shelf for these salvages and for my collection of 30 scrappy strips. This is usually full, but I'm not cutting as much fabric now, so when I get 30, they'll go on eBay. And let me take care of what's on the bed. That's not the mattress that went with that bed. And I'll worry about what I'm going to do with that bed later. I can also take those empty boxes out from under the bed because I'm tired of seeing those. And let me take care of that. And that might be enough for today, but I'll show you. This entire area is clean. I cannot believe it. I will be getting Derek's vacuum so I can do a heavy-duty cleaning, vacuuming around all this, and I will think about what I want to do with this bed. This area also cleaned up. I put my 2 crumb boxes that were on the table, I put them back to where they belong. Their home has always been right there, except for when I just never get around to putting them away. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to, lose any of this. I don't know. I can clean it up and rethink it, but it is handy, although I'm not buying like I used to. So we just have to take my time and not stress. I was able to condense the fabric that was near the bed. Those boxes that were on the floor, I went from 3 to 2, and I have bolts of fabric here now. I have my little boxes, salvages that I need to sell, salvages and some scrappy strips that I'm collecting, and then those little adorable pieces of fabric that were on here. They are now in a box. I have to get busy with eBay. I'm putting the scrappy stuff down a bit lower. I had a few more fat quarters to put there. My little scale that is usually, it's dusty, on my table, I put it there. I only use it when I am creating scrap packs. Very easy for me to just come in here and grab it and put it on my table as I'm using it. And yes, now the storage bathroom has some more boxes there, and there's boxes in the tub, and it's just all a hot mess. And I will put those in my car as soon as I hang up with you guys. And since I could not bring myself to throw out more than 4, I'm suddenly extremely worried that I'm going to regret throwing away boxes. But I will throw away 4, and then I'm going to give up some of those cardboard fabric inserts that the fabric is wrapped around. And when I go to the post office later, I will put them in the dumpster. But for now, I'm just going to say goodbye for this week. Week number 2, I think I got a lot accomplished. I am, for the most part, loving this, but I do. I have a stress headache right now because it's just so hard for me. It really is. I'm just going to work on editing today's portion of this video and uploading it, and then I will actually lay on my bed for a little while and just rest my head. It's very stressful. People who don't suffer with this, they don't realize how much it takes out of you. But I think I did really good this week. I am happy with my progress. And maybe a week more? I don't know. Depends on what else I want to work on. I am not tackling any of that anytime soon. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!